Welcome back. You're watching News Fest.
The Olympic flame travelled 134.48 miles through 13 communities on its journey from York to Carlisle on day 33 of the 2012 London Olympic Torch Relay today.
With 37 days more for the 2012 London Olympic Games, the Olympic Torch Relay began its journey today from York Minster, and the flame was carried by 85 torchbearers. Torchbearer Josephine Lauren carried the Olympic flame on the Scots Guardsman steam locomotive, which added colour and excitement to the torch relay. Meanwhile, the granddaughter of Queen Elizabeth II, Zara Phillips, said that she is honoured and excited about representing Team Great Britain at the London Olympics and intends to stay in the athletes' village during the Games. Zara appeared at a Team Great Britain news conference near the Games' estuarian venue in Greenwich, just a few days after being confirmed in the host nation's 5-strong eventing team.
Yeah, obviously I'm massively excited and honoured, and to be on a team with these guys as well. And yeah, still keeping fingers crossed though, because we've still got a few weeks to go. So we know what horses are like, but yeah, seeing it today, it's all bringing it much closer and really exciting.
Experts point out that it is no secret that Sri Lanka cricket is facing a major financial crisis owing to ineffective administration over the years and political interference. Last night on Primetime News, we revealed the process followed by SLC in awarding telecast rights for international and domestic cricket tournaments in Sri Lanka, which experts say will not help SLC extricate itself from the financial crisis it is facing. Treasurer of Sri Lanka Cricket, Nuski Mohammed, in an interview with an English newspaper on the 5th of June, had said that Sri Lanka Cricket was facing a cash flow problem and that this was having a negative impact on its day-to-day operations. Nuski Mohammed had told the newspaper that finance forecasts for Sri Lanka Cricket were nothing but gloomy, and it was clear that there was no room for profitability. It now appears that Sri Lanka Cricket's financial woes have further intensified, with Australian Jeff Marsh, who was sacked by Sri Lanka Cricket less than 4 months after assuming duties as the national coach, demanding compensation amounting to 33.5 million rupees, in addition to the 8.04 million already paid to him by SLC. It would be pertinent at this point to go back a few years to 2009 to understand the manner in which SLC handled television rights. MTV Channel Private Limited were awarded the television broadcasting rights for Pakistan's tour of Sri Lanka in 2009 after bidding for the rights based on a written invitation extended to MTV by Sri Lanka Cricket. However, the television broadcasting rights awarded to MTV were withdrawn and were in turn acquired by the government through a cabinet decision with the aim of strengthening state institutions. Honouring this cabinet decision, MTV Channel Private Limited did not seek legal redress, respecting the government's decision. However, when Carlton Sports Network commenced operations, the cabinet decision was amended to consider providing broadcasting rights of international cricket matches played in Sri Lanka to private television or radio channels, which are exclusively dedicated to sports. Cricket analysts question that with Sri Lanka Cricket not issuing written invitations to media institutions as it did in the past to bid for telecast rights for international cricket matches played in Sri Lanka for the next 3 years, whether it is not evident that cricket administrators are attempting to fulfill personal needs that go beyond working for the betterment of cricket and strengthening state institutions. Challenging the process followed by Sri Lanka Cricket to award telecasting rights for international and domestic cricket tournaments in Sri Lanka to CSN, MTV Channel Private Limited highlighted several key points. Both advertisements published in the newspapers carry a misleading headline. The newspaper advertisements calling for bids are ambiguous and do not communicate clearly the nature of importance of the rights on offer and misinforms potential bidders. The advertisements have been placed in the wrong section of the newspaper and have not been placed in any local language newspapers. The established process when calling for bids through direct correspondence with the eligible media organizations was not followed. The Secretary of Sri Lanka Cricket, Nishantha Ranatunga, is the Chief Executive Officer or is in a position of similar capacity at the Carlton Sports Network, which is an obvious conflict of interest. We will bring you more details on this story as and when developments unfold.
In today's world, people who are appointed to in an honorary capacity, trying to do full-time professional sport management is almost impossible.
We'll have more on that story later on Sports First, but for the moment, the Joint Committee of University Trade Unions engaged in a protest this afternoon. This was to bring their salary anomalies to the attention of the authorities.
Non-academic staff of universities, including those in the North and East, affiliated institutions and the University Grants Commission participated in the protest. The protest march, which commenced from the Science Faculty of the Columbia University, proceeded to the University Grants Commission. The protesters then held a meeting in front of the UGC.
සීයට සමානුපාතික අගයකින් සියලු දෙනාගේ වැටුප් ප්‍රශමතාවය දුරු කරන්න තමයි අපේ ඉල්ලීම තියෙන්නේ.
Our request is to completely eliminate the salary anomalies of everyone. If they say that it would be done tomorrow and request us to fulfill a certain task, we are willing to do so. So what we request is to urgently implement what is stated in the agreement. The Minister of Labour and the Labour Commissioner have intervened and called us for a meeting tomorrow, and we hope a proper solution will be provided.
මේ පිළිබඳව සාධාරණ විදිහේ විසඳුමකට එයි කියලා.
The protesters dispersed after the meeting.
Trade unions of the Ceylon Electricity Board held a demonstration opposite the CEB's head office today. The demonstration was held to protest against the oppression of workers.
CEB workers from Colombo, Gampha and Kaluthura participated in the demonstration. The workers charged that certain CEB officials have been oppressing workers since they protested over salary issues. Administrators who lost face following our trade union action have taken illegal steps to transfer union leaders. They grabbed the salaries of the workers. This oppression is being carried out in the branches and other workplaces. Today the workers have taken to the streets to demand that the government respects our right to be a part of trade unions. The protesters stated that they had given prior notice regarding the demonstration.
Our numerous attempts to contact the relevant authorities regarding the matter proved unsuccessful. Well, you're watching Primetime News live on News First. Up next is a look at Action TV.
Mahava Chief Magistrate Rovini Javadana today ordered police to submit a detailed report to court on the 28th of August on the progress of investigations, steps taken according to court orders that were issued, and also regarding the future course of action relating to the incident where a papaya cultivation in the Nagolagama area in Mahava was destroyed. Investigation reports relating to this crime, which took place on the 8th of June 2010, were called for by the Mahava Magistrates Court for the 19th time today. An assistant superintendent of police was present in court today since notice was issued the last time investigation reports were called for by court. However, the ASP did not submit any investigation report to court today. Meanwhile, the Central Province Civil Appeals High Court today issued notice on 5 persons, including the Central Province Education Ministry Secretary and the Provincial Education Director, to be present in court on the 11th of next month. This was after considering a writ petition filed challenging the appointment of a monk with 6 years of experience as a teacher to the position of principal of the Varyapola Shri Sumangala Vidyalaya, which educates over 2,500 students. an official of the Sri Lanka Principal Service who is currently serving as the acting principal of the Sumangala Vidyalaya, and 2 deputy principals filing the petition have requested a writ of certiorari to be issued to quash the appointment of the new acting principal made by the Provincial Education Secretary on the 22nd of May. The petition also includes a request for a mandamus to be issued to appoint a suitable individual to the position of principal of the Sumangala Vidyalaya in accordance with the constitution of the Sri Lanka Principal Service.
Five provisions under the Fisheries and Aquatic Resources Act were taken up for debate in Parliament yesterday. Minister of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources Rajitha Senaratne opened the debate.
During the first 5 months of last year, 155,940 metric tons of fish were caught. This year the figure has increased to 168,160 metric tons, which is an increase of 8%. Last year we recorded the highest ever harvest of fish.
Ceylon Fisheries Harbour Corporation in Asanga Abhay Gunasekara avargalal
Asanka Abegunasekara of the National Fisheries Corporation on the 15th of June 2006 had said that approval was granted to dock fishing vessels of fishermen affected by the tsunami in the Kottampitia area. Now the divisional secretary there has ordered residents of Kottampitia to leave the area. These people faced severe hardships during the war. It is only now that they can rebuild their lives. They have been able to purchase their own vessels and rebuild their lives. So when they are told to leave, where are they to go? Have they been given alternate locations? No. So where are they supposed to carry out their profession?
Fisheries அமைச்சுக்குத்தான் சொந்தமாக காணப்படுகிறது.
மன்னாருக்கு விஜயம் செய்கின்ற எல்லா சந்தர்ப்பத்திலும்
When we go to Mannar, the fishermen there say that the pass system is still in place. They say it is an issue for the government. In a peaceful environment, these procedures cause inconvenience to the fishermen. There was also an instance where Jaffna fishermen had been prevented from fishing by security officials. How can solutions be provided to the issues faced by the Tamil people in such a backdrop?
Still in news from the Parliament, Minister of Cooperatives and Internal Trade Johnston Fernando says that no farmer has been arrested for violating the plastic crate rule when transporting vegetables and fruits. This was in reply to a question raised by UMP MP Dayasiri Jayasekara.
Now, due to the crate rule, the price of a large crate is around 1,450 rupees and a small size one is 650 rupees. It is about 30 kilos that you could carry in one of them. Since 2006, 150,000 crates were distributed island-wide at half rate. I could tell you with responsibility that farmers are not nabbed when bringing their produce. They have never been arrested and they never will be.
A special religious ceremony was held today at the Iyamporua Gangatilaka Vihara with the participation of Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa.
The new monks' quarters or Sanghavasaya of the Vihara, which was built under the sponsorship of the Navy on the instructions of the Defence Secretary, was declared open today. Speaker Chamal Rajapaksa and Minister of Economic Development Basil Rajapaksa also participated in the event. Following religious observances, dry rations were also distributed. Wheelchairs were also presented to disabled persons by Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa.